Let's go and meet Jesus, my friend. He's in Lisbon. He's from Spain. He's working at the European Maritime Safety Agency. Let's go. Hello, welcome to Meet the Human podcast. This is episode number 3. And today is streaming because my friend Jesus, he's in Lisbon, and I am now in Hong Kong, and we cannot meet. We will meet probably many months later, and actually we don't want to delay this chat. So Jesus has kindly agreed to do this streaming online. So let's see how it goes. Jesus, how are you doing?
Well, fine. I'm at work now, but maybe you hear people talking or people passing by. Don't be worried about this. It's
Okay. That wouldn't stop you expressing yourself, I guess.
No, they will not.
No. Okay, I know Jesus a little bit, maybe quite a bit from the past. We shared many years of very hard work back in Spain when we were a bit younger. So Jesus, just for the audience, just tell us basically your background, who you are, basically your culture, your studies, a little bit of your professional career development. Just give us a brief about yourself, please.
Okay, well, my name is Jesus Valle, and I'm a naval architect. I was working for the university at the beginning, then I became an hydrodynamist. I was working in a towing tank for a long time, designing ships.
Which place? Which country? Just for people.
Sorry, yes. From in Spain, I was studying in Spain. I'm a Spaniard, and I was working in Spain at the beginning. Then I became a accident investigator, so now a maritime accident investigator. Very different subject compared with hydrodynamics or teaching in the university. But I was teaching at the same time that I was working. So I was teaching algebra and fluid mechanics, that you know that are the favorite subjects for all the students.
Yeah.
I guess it's very easy,
very enjoyable
to pass these two subjects. But this allowed me to be in contact with the students. That is something that I like a lot. And now I'm working in Lisbon. I'm dealing with ship safety and accident investigation. And well, it's a passionate matter, because the idea is to try to reduce the accidents in the world. And it is not very simple, because there are many elements, not only human element, also organization and procedures and many things that are involved here and are not under your control. But we are trying to do our best. And I'm also working in cardiology. Is my hobby. Fluid mechanics are very related with the flow of the blood inside the human corp. And I'm with a group for a long time, a good investigation about how the heart is working, and we found a bone, and that the heart is not working in the same way that everybody explains. So we are trying to change the way the cardiology.
Really? Are you challenging doctors in the current theories of
yes, I'm the only one that is. I'm not a medicine doctor. I'm the only engineer. The first thing that I needed was to understand them. because they are using their own language, and you know that medicine doctors are very precise with the language. They use very strange words with a very precise meaning, and I think that the first 2 years I was only trying to understand them, just to try to connect engineering with cardiology, because we started thinking that we realized that one man from Valencia who said in 1956 that the heart was not working as they explained that is working. He was true, because it's very simple to check that the standard movement of the blood by the heart with the traditional explanation cannot be continued after 3 or 4 beats. So, we are trying to explain everything and to find the best way. And I think that this will be, now is my hobby, and this will be my dedication after I will be retired.
Oh, and these studies, are they taken by professional doctors? Are you able to pass the how do you pass this the outcome of the knowledge into the real
Yes,
world? Are you doing that?
we have an interesting group. The leader of the group was Jesus Herreros, a cardiologist from Navarra in Spain, and then from Vitas in Madrid. And he was leader in the team, but he died in 2018. He died, so Dr. Jorge Trainini from Argentina is now the leader of the team. And the idea is try to understand what is happening there, because the heart was always considered a pump with only impulsion, but really is a pump with impulsion and suction, and it is twisting. So the heart is not beating like this; it's beating like this. So
Uh-huh.
it's a different approach, and there is a bone inside the heart to move the muscle, and it's very passionate. It's because
Mm.
you have the idea that you are discovering things that nobody knows when you discover. So it's investigation. It's very funny. So
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I had no idea. Jesus, you are a really very surprising person. Yeah, every time we don't speak too often, but every time we speak, it's a
yes,
different,
we have
a different story.
to decide to talk every year at least once,
I think
because we are far
we need
away,
a
and
big
this is
we need a big catch up, a big yearly catch up minimum. Yeah,
yes.
I can see that now. Wow. Anyway, so I guess people understand now a little bit who you are. You are many things. Anyway, all that is you. That's your personality. So let's move on into some personal views that I'm sure you have. We are thinking about how we could discover humanity, how we can move beyond what you or anybody is as a role in life, as a professional role, and more into our human side. What would be your idea, your definition of humanity as a whole? Do you have a view on this, Jesus?
Yes, I think that everybody has a view, but it's not very simple to define, because as human beings, we are animals, and we have something that is different from humans to other animals is that we have very good communication skills, and we learn, and we build things, and we try to manage everything around us. Other animals are not doing like this. We consider ourselves the owners of the world, and we try to change this. But we have also values that are protecting the human beings. We are always protecting the group. We are animals that we cannot live without a group around us. I have two sons. I was married recently, and I have two small babies. And when you see them growing up, you realize that they are the weakest animals in the world. They cannot survive without the father and the mother. Other animals have this capability, but they don't have. But you take care of them, and there is an important change, and it's the moment around 1 year and a half when they start the communication process. They understand you, and they can communicate their ideas and what they need, and everything changed. And one person that didn't have good skills in anything, nothing. They were surviving because you were taking care of them. Suddenly start learning very quick and doing things, and they want to be independent, and they change completely. And this means that we know from the beginning that we are part of a group, and we survive and we grow up if we are part of the group. And this group is a humanity, and the humanity is protecting itself with values. Not everything is allowed. You cannot kill your brother. You cannot lie. You need to be honest. You need to spread goodness and integrity, and when you grow up, the society is learning you how to proceed for the benefit of the whole group. And this whole group is the humanity that is composed by different groups with different social approaches. But the idea is to keep all them compatible and working together and living
Mm-hmm.
together. And sometimes it's not easy.
Mm-hmm. I see. So what do you? Okay, so you mentioned 2 or 3 times values. Yeah, I'm always asking. I will always ask all my guests if you can give a bit of a short list, or maybe it's a big list of human values. I mean, when we work in corporations, as you know, Jesus, we always hear about the corporations always have values and all these kind of things, and of course we understand these values and they're all very good for each corporation.
Mhm.
But if we need to fine tune into the ones we want to define as humans, as a human being, and the ones that will make the core of not who we are, but who we are as humans, or who we want to be, what would be your list? Or just give me some examples of values we could 100% say this define a human as opposed to a non-human.
Well, for me, the first thing is the necessity to support each others and to be in contact and communication with the others. Not consider that you are alone in the world. You are in a community, in a society. And then you have other values like the goodness or the honesty. That for me, honesty maybe is quite important: honesty and integrity. Because it is not only that you live in a society or in a group, is that you need to sleep well in the night, and you have you need not to be ashamed of your acts and what you did before. Where there are other types of values like compassion or responsibility. Protection. For me, protection is also a value that is important. You
Protection.
protect, you protect your family, you protect your friends, you protect your group, uh, and also nowadays we are very very conscious about the protection or the conservation of the earth. Sorry, the we are living in the earth, and we have not been the best part of of this world. We were fighting against the heart that is the place where we live. So nowadays, in the values of the humanity, we can consider also these conservation values. Don't be, well, maybe something related with greening and conservation of the nature and conservation of other animals, other lives that we have together with us. So I think
Okay.
that the list can be very, very, very long.
Yeah, quite a range. You mentioned some values related to society, to be part of a group, or okay, you are, I guess you imply the importance of being part of a group. Like if we are just us as a human in isolation, I sense for you is okay. Well, fine, we may have values, but what's the point? We don't have anybody else around. Uh, this is something that comes up in many of my conversations, not in podcasts yet, but with some people. The idea of who are we without at least one other, just someone else. So social values related to keep the social group in some good shape, and then values related to personalities, to the individual, to the way we are as a human being, as a personality wise. And so I think I heard a bit of both in a good mix, and then the overall value of caring for the environment, caring for everything else that is around, because we are part of it, because we live in it, and we just we just need it to to survive. So okay, very good. And are you okay? So now we have a bit of an idea of okay, what makes us humans, and a little bit on and the values that we believe are we should exhibit. Are you able to put yourself on? I'll put you on the spot now. Are you able to give us a live story, a live example of a time when you could maybe share that you have actually felt superhuman because maybe you have exercised humanity and values? So do you have are you willing to share a story, a small story for everybody?
Well, but the word superhuman maybe is very, very strong for me. I'm not a superhuman, but in these values, I was talking about honesty. You need to be honest with the, with your with your colleagues and your surroundings and so on. As I told you, I was teaching in the university for a long time, and when I started teaching, there were many students, and few of them, only few of them, pass the examinations. So I realized that the problem was sometimes not related with the work of the students, but with the honesty of the teacher. If you are not explaining things like they are, you are not giving all the elements that they need, you are not guiding them well, what can be training or educating them, and then you go to an examination and you ask things that you never explained, and they are not well related with the things. Well, you are laughing because you live that with me, so you know what
I have experienced that.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yes, I
So
know. Yeah, yeah.
I try to change a lot the relationship with my students and try to know which were their necessities. And then when I was in preparing the examinations on the, the exercises they need to do, I was never asking things that I didn't explain, or I was only working with the tools that they know. And suddenly they started to pass the examinations. Imagine
Mhm.
fluid dynamics for us was a subject that we passed with 2/10. And now people started to pass with 6 or 7/10. That's what I think that is honesty. I'm not asking you something that I'm not giving. I don't expect you to be a Superman reading more than the things that I provide in you. If you have a teacher, is to work less. If you are preparing yourself using only books, you don't need the teacher. The teacher is something that will be with you and supporting you and giving the elements that you have missed, and trying to detect what is not clear for you. Not only going there, take a piece of chalk and spend 1 hour in a room together. And I think that that's why I consider many of my students very good friends of mine. They were not friends when I was teaching. They
Mhm.
were maybe they were
Students,
not friends when
your
they were
students.
in the university.
Yes.
But after the university, I think that they realized that I was honest with them, and I
Oh.
was not asking different things that I was providing, and I was giving them the tools that will be useful for them in the future. No things to to try to guide them to a different position, or something to reduce the number of students passing the examinations.
Mhm.
For a good teacher, the 100% of the students should pass the examinations. When only a
Mhm.
10% is passing, maybe the problem is not on the student. Well, it's a problem for the students, but it's not on the students. It's on the system. It's on the teacher also. A good
Mhm.
teacher is this that is transmitting and is measuring with the same procedures, or the same guidances that is using when teaching. So I think that I'm quite proud about my participation as teacher. So
Mm. And let me be just a little bit controversial. Some people may say, "Oh, you are lowering the standard, and you're not pushing your students to maybe mm, go a bit more, do some more extra effort, and maybe do some extra for some extra learning." maybe it's too easy. Everybody passes the test. Are you lowering the standard? Is that useful for them later in their life? How do you see this?
Well, they let's go to the beginning of the university. The beginning of the university, some persons, some people who wanted to be good professionals were contracting the good professionals to teach them and let them know how it works and not fight against a wall and keep working a lot. So you ask the good professional to guide you, and this good professional at the end will have uh, also good professional to support him. So it's something that is good for everybody. When you go to the university and things are not clear, they are not helping you. You had the same experience that I'm relating. When you went in some subjects for the examination, and you pass the examination, and you say, "I don't know why,"
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
because
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was trained in something very very small, and they were asking something very big. So this is the kind of honesty we are specialists, especially when you are talking about naval architecture that has naval construction and naval safety as a goal after the university. You are trying to create good professionals, and this is the goal: to create good professionals, not to create bad ideas or make people that is depressed or make a selection based on an exercise that is really that you need a light to during the I always
You need to become God suddenly to pass the
yes.
exam. Yeah. Not
When
something else.
people ask me, do you believe in the saints appearing? Or yes. Every day in the in the university, one saint was appearing and giving you this light to. But I had the idea that there were many colleagues that didn't continue, and they had very good values to be a good naval architect. They didn't continue because they were not able to do a specific exercise that was
Yeah,
not easy.
to pass that particular.
No pass. For me, this is maybe I'm not giving an example. I'm giving the opposite to the sample. This is something that I didn't want to follow, to continue with this idea. If you know the subject, you work, and you obtain a minimum level, you have to continue. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if at the end there are 100 engineers and you want only 20 for the market. This is a problem of the market. Maybe at the end you will be an engineer and you will not work in engineering, because then the market will filter.
I
But
see. Yeah.
filter by your capabilities as engineer, not by something that is not related with your work.
I see. Yeah, yeah, understood. Very good. Thank you, Jesus. Maybe can you think about also some time when you have exercised your humanity in your other work, the job you are doing for
Yes.
whatever you're doing now for safety?
Well, humanity is always there when you are an accident investigator following
Investigation.
the IMO code or following your local European or
And this is Jesus, for just for the audience to understand. This is in the maritime space, right?
in a
Accidents,
maritime, yes,
maritime.
yes.
Yeah.
You have a sinkage, some people died,
Mhm.
and you have to go there to interview the survivors because your goal is to understand what happened, to make the corrections in the procedures, in the design, in many ways to avoid this accident to happen in the future.
Mm.
So when you are interviewing survivors, seafarers, from the perspective of the IMO code, you should not blame them. They maybe they did things wrong, but the reality was what happened. You will not go there and judge them. You are there to understand them, to try to wear their shoes, put in their shoes and understand what happened, what was wrong, why this happened, and then you need a lot of empathy with people. And sometimes you are talking with people in a situation where his father died yesterday in the same accident. So you need to be very empathic. You need to be well. I will say compassion. You need to have some compassion of them. Don't blame them. Don't treat them bad. That is something that maybe you have when you are in a jury and everybody is saying, "Well, you are guilty for this accident." Well, it's not the technical accident investigation. In the technical accident investigation, we are searching what is wrong to prevent, not to put someone in jail. I think that the society is not obtaining a benefit if someone is going to jail. You are obtaining a benefit if you prevent this accident to happen in the future. This is the real benefit. Because I start with a point that is nobody wants to have an accident. The accident happens. If you are searching for the accident, then of course I agree you should be in jail. But all the people who is driving, maybe you have had a small accident, and it is not because you want to have the accident. It's because life is not perfect, and human beings are not perfect. And if we have to attend different things at the same moment, maybe we will not be in a good situation and we will have the accident. So the idea is to understand them and to understand why something that was dangerous was not dangerous for them in the brains when they were acting and they were working.
I see. I understand. Oh, you must go through really tough situations every now and again, I guess.
I think that we are forgetting about something that is important, and it's the psychological situation or behavior of the investigators. Because if you keep 10 years investigating disasters every single week, at the end, this is affecting you. Because of this empathy that I told you need to be empathic if you want to know what happened And when you are empathic, you are somehow living their lives, and you are living with them the disaster. And this can be affecting you if you are not psychologically very strong. So it's something that I think that should be considered in the future.
Oh, yeah, very much. Actually, I think it's so much also in our present life. I think that many professions where this psychological safety is so critical, and these days is this is a subject that I'm happy to say that I hear more and more people caring for this particular subject. I think it's super important. So thank you very much. Thank you, Jesus. Let's now come into the last part of our podcast. I normally ask my guests to think about us humans in this so-called digital age. Okay, in this time we are living now, where we are one way or another interacting with artificial intelligence, using it, thinking about using it more widely perhaps in the future. Just give me a bit of your sense on what is your view on how we as humans need to or should relate, or should we not, with artificial intelligence?
Well, first of all, I will say that I have a problem with artificial intelligence. Is that when you work in accident investigation, the acronym is AI. So the abbreviation is AI. So all of my documents are abbreviating accident investigation as AI, and now all the public is reading artificial intelligence, because something that
Instead of
appeared
accident
later
investigation.
became the meaning of this abbreviation. So
Wow.
we have many problems with that. People searching for AI in internet that is at the end obtaining answers related with accident investigation, maritime
Oh,
aviation, railways, and so on. And then they are asking, were you using artificial intelligence 20 years ago? No, this was AI, but was not
it was
artificial
accident
intelligence.
investigation.
Uh, my I have a big concern about artificial intelligence.
Uh-huh.
That is to have the humans became lazy. Because
Oh,
when I was younger, maybe it was the same situation for you. We need to memorize a lot of numbers, telephone numbers, and things like this. And now there is a machine doing this work for us, and we have always the cellular, the telephone with us, and we are not trying to memorize things. And we are becoming lazy. Now we don't have discussions. You can remember when we were young, we were having a beer, someone say, well, this man did this thing. And there was a big discussion. People who support this idea and the others who were not
mhm.
supporting. I say, no, was not this man, was this other, or the historical thing. These discussions now are not in place because someone takes the cellular search in Google and say, no, it was Pythagoras who said that. So it is finished. So
The answer
really,
is immediately found.
it is affecting in the way we are memorizing things.
Uh,
But our memories are different due to artificial intelligence. Some advantages, for instance, all the autonomous things. I was talking about accident investigation. Sometimes, if you increase the artificial intelligence in the decision taking, you will have less accidents. So autonomous elements are facilitating the life at sea. And it's something that we are seeing every single day, that Navigation is not the same now than it was with a GPS, that it was 50 years ago, where navigation was not so advanced. So we will have very good advances, technological advances, due to the use of artificial intelligence and new technologies. But I'm very worried about the use of the artificial intelligence, because you can use this for goodness, and you can use this for badness also. When you see a movie, you know that you have all these superheroes and these super villains or super up people. The bad people, they are always doctors in the films. It's my problem. When I presented my PhD, I said, well, I cannot be a superhero anymore, because when you are a doctor, you are in the other side, you are in the other group, and these doctors are using technology and artificial intelligence to create things that are not good. The problem is that nowadays artificial intelligence is in your hands for everybody all over the world. And we were talking about values of the humanity. Human values should be also affecting artificial intelligence, and nobody is controlling, because it's I think that it's impossible to control nowadays what people will do
Actually,
using artificial intelligence.
Jesus, I asked the first podcast. I asked that question to my my first guest. I asked, "Do you think we should teach human values to artificial intelligence?" And I think he said, I think he said yes. We have no choice. But in a way, actually, what he told me was, could you please ask this question to the next? Well, I always ask my guests to give me a question that I will ask the next guest. I will ask you at the end of this podcast. So he asked me to ask this question to the next podcast person. I did. I think this question I can ask everybody, actually. You are already giving me a bit of a hint. Should we teach human values to artificial intelligence?
I think that human values are for humans, and they are not humans. I don't expect a machine to have compassion or to have honesty. What I expect is the humans using the artificial intelligence to have human values when they use the artificial intelligence.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if I'm explaining well or not,
No,
but
it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what I
the, the,
heard,
the, the values
I think
are in the humans, not in the machines.
beautiful, beautiful. Yes, very interesting. I heard, because artificial intelligence is part of our life, we as humans need to focus on being humans even more than before. We really need to stress the point that we need
Well,
to be, we need to focus on being humans even more than before.
I think that it's easy to understand that you can create images of something that didn't happen using artificial intelligence, but
Not yet, not yet.
not yet well. But you can ask some tools to create for you a photography of something, of a scene with two people and so on. There are images that I don't expect to be created, because are against these values. And I'm not talking only about moral values that are changing in the different cultures. and your morality can be different from mine, and I can say, well, I don't assume that you can produce this picture. It's something that is against the humans. It's against the protection of the group. It's against the way to find if something is true or not lying. So artificial intelligence should be used in a very intelligent way, and this is something that cannot be controlled, in my opinion, in the machine. What you have to control are the humans using this artificial intelligence. It's a powerful tool that should be used by humans with values, and defining which is the limit.
Wow.
I will not take a photograph of one person and create something that will be against the person, knowing that I'm doing something that is wrong.
I see.
So one thing is the art, and another thing is the life. So if it is only for artistic purposes, I have nothing to say. But it's the human who will decide if is creating art or is creating something to fight against someone.
I see. Thank you very much, Jesus. Thank you. Very interesting. Very interesting. I will ask you one question that my previous guest asked me to ask, the next one. So actually, this question is for you from my previous from podcast number 2. So the question is very simple, and I think you may have already answered. The question is, what makes humans human?
The understanding that you are part of something bigger, that you are not working for you, you are working for the group. You are not growing because you are growing because the group grows with you. You will die. And this is something that everybody knows. You can assume or not, but you knows. And during your life, you should work not only for your own growth, for the growth of the whole society, the whole group, the whole humanity, the whole environment, the whole everything. But to you are part of something bigger and more important than you. That you are one element. I think that we are 7,000 million of humans nowadays. So I cannot consider me the only one, but I should try to find things that will be good for everybody, or can be used by everybody, or will benefit everybody, or at least a big group.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your answers. We're coming to the end of this podcast. But at the end, I need you to think of a question that you would like me to ask the next guest. Please give me a question for me to ask next.
Maybe the question will be what he or she needs to sleep well every day. Because when you do things that you are not very proud about them, I think that is affecting you when you go to bed and you think what you did. It is not good for you to sleep. So, which things are letting you sleep very well? and which acts from you are allowing you to sleep well.
Okay, positive question. Thank you. Yes, good. Well noted. I will ask to whoever is next. Thank you so much, Jesus. As I said, it was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. We know each other for so long. We also spent so long time not talking, but yeah, it's just crazy how close it feels when we suddenly share our time again. Fantastic to see you and how your life is going. Congratulations on everything. Thank you for studying the heart. That's something that I feel is so positive, so good for everybody. So yeah, please keep on your hobby. Any final thought, and then we're closing.
Just only try to be a good person for everybody. I think it's. I think that I'm ashamed of all the things that I did, that I think that were not very good. So, if you try to be good and to keep the values, at the end you are letting you to be positive.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Thank
And
you very
to
much.
the thank you very much. Thank you. And
It
to
has been
everybody
a pleasure.
watching, it has been a pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. Arigato gozaimasu. On my Japanese. Kamsahamnida in my Korean. Sheshe and gracias. So for all the viewers, thank you for being there, and please subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you at the next podcast. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.